My name is Sleepy Dog. My major is electronic media and broadcast, and I'm from Mooresville, Lake Norman. I started playing the guitar in May of 2015. It was my last month in high school, and my best friend let me pick up his SG. And after a week, I think I went out and bought a guitar. When I first kind of got into the style that I guess I'm playing now, as Midwest emo, it was, wait, let me think. I think it was 2016. Yeah, it was 2016. I was obsessed with this song I found. I was like, there's this song called Cat Fantastic. And like no one would listen to it with me. I was like, no one understands this song. And I remember being in bed with my girlfriend. I was like, you have to listen to this song. And she finally listened to it with me. I was like, cat and for us. It was so good. And that night I found Never Meant by American Football and Always Focused by Tiny Moving Parts. It was killing me. I was like, how is this music so good to me? Why is it so good? Why does it sound so good? It just sounded like it was resonating what I wanted to be playing. So that night, I remember like I stayed in my dorm room and I just got my Dan Electro and I stood in the corner and I just kept listening to Always Focused until I learned it like later that night. And I just like kept pressuring myself. I was like, I have to learn how to play this song. And I learned how to play that main riff that night. I just kind of like tabbed it out in my mind. I was like, this is how it's gonna be played. I don't know what was going through my mind. I really have no idea how this started. I basically had enough money to buy a guitar, and then I got a Dan Electro, and then right after that, I started buying all my own recording equipment. I would go to Guitar Center probably, or Radio Shack or something every week, and just like after I get my paycheck, I would immediately go and buy mics or like cables, and just, I got a Focusrite after a month, and then I started recording my own stuff, and just uploading videos of me playing riffs online, and for some reason people were watching them. And that summer I posted one called, I think it was like math rock Midwest emo riff or something, and now it's almost like 1 million views, and I have no idea why. I was just sitting on my bed shirtless in my room, just playing guitar like I did every day. Usually I make one song in a night, and that's when I put it up as soon as I'm done. I like mix it, and then I'm just like, there it is, it's out, it's there, it's done. And then I move on to the next one. I feel like I write songs really quickly. It just takes me a few hours in the night. Everything that I make now, I make in the morning, like between 12 or 6 or 7 a.m. All the songs I made freshman year were just at a desk just like this, and I had my laptop and a single Focusrite and a few mics just on my guitar, and I was just like learning how to make beats and whatnot. I was making all of my drum beats on a keyboard, and I like had everything. I had like my bass over there in my room, my guitar, and a Focusrite, and some like XLRs and some SM57s just around me, and that's just how I made everything. When I was a kid, I was so music oriented. That was the only thing I was doing. Like my dad and my mom were really into like Alicia Keys and Aretha Franklin and like Al Green and just old soul singers like Bobby Brown. So I was just really into like soulful like bebop music. Like it wasn't really anything else. It was just like soul music when I was growing up. But then it kind of transcended into like me only listening to Jimi Hendrix for 2 years. I think I really started liking music after I saw Underwater Orchestra. That was really big for me, just like seeing someone that like really resonated with my style of music in my head and could play so well, but in a way that like a small group of people really loved it. And just seeing such like small crowds like adhere to a certain style, I feel like is what made me want to play guitar. I was like, maybe people like really like odd things sometimes, like King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Like I feel like masses of people really like something that's kind of like off-centered sometimes and not standardized. My most introverted state is when I'm making music, so I really never look at anything. I feel like that's why it sounds so weird sometimes, because I'm just like, I'm not really gaining any knowledge, but I feel like I'm somehow like learning how to do it a little bit, little by little. So I feel like I really don't know how to like do what I'm doing, and I don't really look at other people doing it. And I'm just like, if I'm gonna do it, I guess I can just do it on my own and try it. Short-term plans are just keep making music during the night. It seems to work. I don't know why, but it'll be 12 o'clock and I can't sleep. I'm like, I'll have these ideas of what like the sounds in my head. It always starts from particular sounds, and then I'll just be like, this is how I want to transcribe it. And I'll just sit down with like my keyboard and my guitar, and that's how I start. And I usually actually start by playing bass on my guitar and figuring something out, and that's usually how I like go into my songwriting. It's just, I feel like just making music at night and just seeing where it goes. I feel like people have this idea that I'm like really serious about it, but I feel like people that meet me just like realize that I'm like, it's just something that I really enjoy doing. Like it's not, I've never really like thought of it as a career ever. It's just something that I love doing between the, like 12 and 7 a.m. Like truly, that's just like, that's me at night, and I hope people don't think it's like bigger than that, because I'm just doing something that I enjoy doing. I don't really think about it. I never think about it. And especially when I'm playing with other people, I feel like it's always been difficult for me to play with other people because they have like such a mindset of how they're gonna make music, and I don't. I'm just like, this is just how I feel today, and this is like what I want to put together.